another question that has been asked. The same other question. So this question that most of people have been asking on this channel is simple. Guys, I know there are so many questions, but today we just said we're only answering 2 questions.
Yes.
Yeah. The other question that I've been getting on this channel is that can I go to university after my Ausbildung, after my vocational training? And today we want to just talk about that and share with you what we know, our experience, and what maybe we're going through. Yeah.
Yeah. So attending university after Ausbildung is obviously possible. Like it's a sure deal.
Yeah.
You can attend university, and but this also depends on different factors. It depends on what kind of certificate you submitted during the time of your application for the Ausbildung, as in what kind of document did you submit in. If let's say it was a Realschulabschluss, which is normally the junior high school certificate, which is the UCE in the case of Uganda Certificate of Education, senior 4 level. That means with this one, of course, you do your Ausbildung, and after doing your Ausbildung, you have to work for a period of 2 to 3 years. And after that, you bring that proof with you while applying at the university, and based on that proof and your application, of course, you then consider to join university, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and it's actually not a bad thing, because also really working for 3 years, they want to make sure that you really have lots of experiences in that field.
Yeah.
And that also covers up that time that, let's say, you may have missed like a period of maybe some other 2 years of doing Abitur, which is high school certificate, and
So Abitur is like more like the Uganda Advanced
Certificate of Education. Yes.
But also other, we are referring to Uganda because that's where we come from.
Yes.
But of course, the other countries are all over Africa and all over the world, but there is that certificate that makes you to go to university.
Yes.
So maybe you didn't go to university in your home country, but you have that, and that level of education is what you have here in Germany. I mean that you can apply for Ausbildung, and then you can also go to the university.
Yes.
Right away.
Yeah, normally when you have that, you can go to the university right away, right after your studies. But there is one blunder that I normally see, because there are people who try to really actually right after the Ausbildung, they have this Abitur certificate or the high school certificate. They want to already storm the university. But people put it in mind. It used to be 8,000, it used to cost 8,000 euros to join a university. You needed to prove that to the authorities, that you actually had the money. The university would give you a place. But for the authorities, the migration office to give you a visa, or let's say a residence permit
for
your educational purposes, you had to prove to them that you actually had 8,000 euros on your account.
Okay.
And after 1 year, they still check if you still have that 10,000 euros, because they count every month. You spend 650 euros on your transport, food, accommodation, right? So they keep checking on you each and every year. So when you work, then you've covered that. You work for 1 or 2 years, start university, you're well to go. Or you can even work for 1 year, and after you decide to do, let's say, university, and a university that still allows you, university program that still allows you to also work at the same time. So that means if you did such a study, then you're allowed to work 25%, and the other 25% is meant for the university.
Yeah, I mean, you work 25%, and then the 75%.
Like, yeah, is then university. Yeah.
So what would you definitely share with people? What's the best that someone would do? What would be the best? Would it be like you, after your Ausbildung, work for 2 years, look for university, have a university where you have to at least Teilzeit working and university study?
Exactly, yeah. I think it's really the program I would really actually suggest.
Yeah, because that institution that allow this option for you as a worker.
Exactly, a dual study. You work as you study. So that way you're able to finance your studies, and that way you won't also have problems with the foreigners office. They will be just very fine with you.
And as if you are a migrant from all over the world and you're in Germany, you know, when we talk about the foreigners office, like the State Bureau, you're talking about the migration issues.
Yeah.
They are really so tough on these issues.
Yes.
The visa, you know, looking for visa. You are not working now. You are studying. So your visa is soon expiring. You are not performing well. You have all this pressure because you have to finish your studies in a period of time, and that's the visa they give you.
Yeah,
that's true.
Exactly. So yeah, that's really the thing, brother. As in, whoever wants to study, as in, those are really things to consider. Of course, you just have to know that you still have the opportunity to attend university. That's for sure.
So it's really clear. So by the way, guys, I would want to tell you the same thing, that you can, as an individual, definitely decide whether you want, if you have your abitur, you want to just go to university, go direct to university if you have your money. But on my experience, I can go to university, but I don't have the money, but I don't know the language. I look at Ausbildung, vocational training, as a process. 1, to learn the language. 2, to get the experience in the job market.
Yes.
3, I'm also being paid at the same time. 4, I can go to university and again study after my Ausbildung. So I think it's a good deal.
Yeah, you won't have lost, of course. Yeah, of course you will have invested in more time, but at least at the end of the day, you're independent.
You're independent.
Yes.
And that's what everyone wants in life. Being independent.
Yes.
Yeah. So, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also to like, comment, and share. And tell us that I would like you guys to talk about this issue. We shall talk about it. And we shall look for people who have information about that issue. Because we don't want to share information that you also think it's not right. Yeah.